Welcome to the second episode of Speak for a Nation project and the second part of the Palestinian-Israeli war, with specific focus on the Gaza War in 2014. I am Dan Mulco, the coordinator of Speak for a Nation project at Red Cross Nordic United World College, and today we'll have as a speaker Rayan Zoorob from Palestine, who will introduce us to the Palestinian perspective on the Gaza War.
Today, I'm going to talk about the Gaza War from my perspective as a Palestinian. Basically, it was a consequence of kidnapping 3 Israelis and then burying them. And then after 20 days of this action, the Israelis people, they found the buried bodies, and they were really mad about it. And the first group to point at them, it was the Hamas group, as they are known as a terrorist group. The Hamas group, they shooted on them a rocket fire, and which was, I think, a bit stupid because you don't want to start a war and you're not actually really prepared for that. And another thing I would like to raise is that Israel had an Iron Dome, which basically tell them that there's gonna be a fire rock, and then they can actually hide and go away from this rocket fire. But in the opposite side, like for Palestine, we never got to know that there's gonna be a rocket fire or where it's gonna be, so we didn't have any kind of alert to stop or to hide or anything. So it was basically really randomly shooted people and randomly people that were killed. On the 28th of July as well, we had the first ceasefire. It was supposedly to be 24 hours, but basically it wasn't more than 12 hours. And Israel shooted back at Palestine. And this ceasefire was basically given to Palestinians in order to go and pick all their casualties or all the people that were in all the injuries, and to help people, because basically when the fire were on, they couldn't go inside, because it was tough, because ambulance cars were bombed and shooted down, so it was so tough for them to go inside, and it wasn't safe. As well as the point that I didn't like that happened in the war was when they they bombed a hospital, and they bombed as well a school where all the Palestinians hid in. And it was the UNRWA school, because it was like the safest place they can go, and it was more than 70 people in a room. So it was really tough for them. I think it was actually a really sad thing to happen, because like the number of casualties that Palestine had, it was like unbelievable. More than 2,000 people died, and these people, like, they didn't have anything to do with this problem, and they didn't help in any of killing or kidnapping these Israeli members. As well as like family members, they lost each other, they were killed, some of them they were killed, and nobody knew about these people until like after the war. Another thing that was actually like sad about it, that also it was on the news, that a doctor was asked to go and look at this casualty, and suddenly he finds out that this casualty is his son. Like, what would you be in that point if you were called to cure this someone, and this someone was your son? I think it was the hardest thing for all the Palestinians, because a lot of people died, and like they didn't have to do anything about it.
Do you think that this war was necessary, and that all the means of protesting against the Israeli policies were exhausted before the actual war happened?
Actually, no, I think the war wasn't necessary, although it was basically a mistake from Hamas, but maybe they would have to go for more peaceful talking and like trusting, although this trust was like it's gone from a long time, but they still should try to trust each other and to talk about it more than starting with the war, because I don't think it's the last solution. And there's a lot of other means as well, other than just speaking with each other and going on negotiations table.
What do you think the next step undertaken by Israel and Palestine should be in order to end the conflict peacefully?
As I said before, I guess the only and the most powerful solution would be is to talk and to try to trust each other, because it's like, it's like you cannot judge one person, like the whole community on that one person. Like you cannot judge all the Palestinians on that person that kidnapped the Israelis, and it's the same for Israelis. We cannot judge Israelis for one person that tried to kill a lot of people from Palestine. Like, we should forget and forgive each other, maybe. That would be the best solution.
And the last question. How do you think that the relations between these two sides will develop in the next 25 years, for example?
I guess, as Tom said, it's not gonna get any better. In 25 years, it's gonna be completely the same. Nothing is gonna change because the conflict have been like for a really long time, and it needs way more time than just 25 years to just solve it. So nothing is gonna happen. Nothing is gonna change. But still, we hope for the best, and I hope that it's gonna be solved.
So thank you, Rayan, for giving us an insight of the Palestinian-Israeli conflict and the Gaza War specifically from a Palestinian side. Hope the information was useful, and see you next time. Peace.